go-karting, and believe it or not, there's a place on the track for you. Interested? Well, Goodsports has arranged a go-kart clinic to show you what it takes to get into the fast lane.
Now, I believe you're all dressed in the right attire today. Now, you all know why you've got it on. Why do we wear ankle-length boots? Yep.
If you hurt yourself, or to protect your ankles a bit more, if someone hits you on the ankle.
That's correct. And one-piece suits are worn for what reason?
If you don't fire, can't get badly hurt or anything.
That's right. Why do we wear this?
Because there's more protection around your neck.
That's correct.
So you don't buckle.
You've still got a helmet, which is the mass weight of what an adult wears, but you've got a very weak neck because you're still developing your growth size. The two other items are the helmet.
If you fall out of the car, it wouldn't hit. If you hit your head on the ground, it wouldn't hurt. Or it would, but it wouldn't hurt
Well, it protects you and all. And the old saying, a $10 helmet for a $10 head, so it's a very, very valuable piece of equipment. And there's a stamp on all helmets. We've got that design standard there, right?
What size your helmet?
Which is compulsory. If the helmet doesn't comply with that, well, it's not allowed to be used. That's correct. We just can't take the risk with your head. And the other piece of clothing is gloves. Why do we have gloves?
Because they protect your hands if you come out of your cart and something happens, like so just protects them.
Right, very good. Right, so that's your protective clothing, and you must know you've got to look after that. Now what we'd like to do, we're going to set some witches' hats up on the track and send you out single file and just rotate around the short circuit, right, and just weave in and out of the hats. And I'll just start off at a slow pace and I'll just build you up as we go through, right?
Signalling is essential in go-karting, and stewards waving flags send messages to the drivers.
The yellow is for there's an accident on the road, so slow down and keep your position. The red is for there's been an accident or blockage in the track, so you stop. And the blue is for when you've been overtaken by the leaders, so you go to the outside of the track.
Now, what did you think of that witch's hat exercise?
Oh, it was pretty hard because they were so close together. You had to weave really quickly. You couldn't really go that fast through them. So you had to be really careful.
Do you know what was the point of the witch's hat exercise?
Cart control and just like getting the feel of the cart and just seeing whether you can handle like the pressure of having to dodge everything all the time.
We'll do an on-track demonstration now just to show you that following people and passing can be done quite orderly and in the right manner without having to aggressively move somebody out of the way. You've just got to sit and wait till there's a gap there before you go past. Is that right, James?
Yep.
Good. We know all about that. And Tommy?
Yep.
Go-karts have come a long way since the 50s when they ran on lawnmower engines. Now there are specially designed engines and stacks of different makes to choose from.
A PCR, a DAP, Perilla, a Tony kart, a Tommy kart, Dino, Speed, and there's heaps more, but can't name them.
Is there much of a difference between those karts?
No, not really. It's just who builds them and makes them.
To keep go-karting a safe sport, all karts must pass a safety check. It's called scrutineering, and you won't be able to start a race, let alone finish, unless every part of your kart is up to scratch, and there's heaps to check. So, Jared, can you tell me about your go-kart?
Yeah, well, this is your brake cable. You pull that back and forth, and that's your cable. And if you want to slow you down, you don't pull on too much. But if you really want to stop, you can jerk it real hard with your foot, and that'll go all the way up to the back, which you can see moving. Then we go over to the steering. So you got that's as far, and there's a bolt that stops from how far you can turn your wheel. And these steering rods. And we've got an accelerator, exactly the same as the brake, but this is your more power, and your cable goes along here, goes up to your carburetor, and that just keeps going back and forth. If you want to go faster, that's flat, and then just ease it off. That gives you your mixture. This is your air box. This gives you air into your motor, which you can start your kart if it's cold, and that's your ignition box. That gets you going.
Don't go away, because after the break, we're heading back out onto the racetrack for some more go-kart fun. Out here, it's loud, it's smelly and it's noisy. It's a race, and it's when you find out just how much you've learned.
Well, you need to have good concentration. You need to know how to drive a go-kart. You have to be careful of that you don't go right behind the person in front of you. You just stick behind them a little bit in case they come off and you won't come off as well. If they spin off in the middle of the track, you'll go either around one of the sides. If they spin off right on the outside of the track, you'll go in the inside. It's more about the good driving techniques, because if you're always the fastest can always come off. And then like just say, oh, coming last and all the others can come off, you've always got a chance of coming in a better place than last.
In a kart race, win or lose, you have to drive by the rules. To make sure you do, there are people trackside watching everyone. They're the stewards, the scrutineers, the starters, the flag wavers. They're like umpires, and if you do something wrong, they'll soon let you know.
If there's a little gap and there's not enough to get the kart in there and you go in there, that's what you're not supposed to do.
Does anything happen?
If they come off, they can tell the stewards and you will get in trouble.
And check this out. It's not only your driving and behaviour that you have to watch out for.
Like if you're someone out of your pit crew is being stupid on the track, like if they run out in the middle of the track while someone's racing, the stewards can tell you to pack up and go home.
The Goodsports Go Kart Clinic has given these kids the opportunity to learn valuable and safe driving skills on the track. Hopefully, this will make them good drivers when they grow up.